You want to do Bam Margera next?
I don't want to do Bam Margera.
Neither does his wife. Bam Margera's wife has filed for separation.
I thought that happened already.
Whether it did or not, I have to ask. This question is the next one. What took so fucking long?
Exactly.
Steve-O filed for divorce from Bam before his wife did.
That's dedication, man.
This is a good thing, though. He needs to lose everything. He needs to be pushed to the brink of death. Because this asshole, no matter what happens, and I know every time we put up a Bam Margera clip, and we'll put this one up too, every time we put up a Bam Margera clip, there's always Bam Margera simps who just go, he's got a problem. And Look,
yes, he does.
I understand he's got a problem. But when so many people reach out to help you and you keep acting like a cunt and you keep alienating people, when even Steve-O goes, look, I'm come to grips with the fact that you're going to die. And then you're an asshole and you're not going to deserve help until you come. Now, nobody's going to help you now. You have to now break down and come to other people for help.
Dude, I've seen drug addicts behave this way before in real life, and they're all the same. The worst of the worst can happen to them. Their own kids can die at their behest because they're so irresponsible, and it doesn't shake them until they want it.
So Bam Margera's wife has tried for years to make things work with her estranged husband, but has apparently decided that there's nothing more she can do, filing for legal separation. She should be filing for divorce.
Yeah.
She should try to take as much as she can from him. I mean, this guy basically needs to be stress tested. Enough of this middle ground shit, because all he does is something happens, he goes on a big social media rant about what a traitor and asshole and piece of shit that person is, whether it's Steve-O, what's his name, Johnny Knoxville, Jeff Tremaine, Spike Jones, all these different people who have put millions and millions of dollars in his pocket. He turns on them the second they go, hey, you're fucked up. We want to make sure you're clean. He's like, oh, they're a bunch of pieces of shit. They're not my real friends. Now the wife needs to leave him. The wife needs to take whatever he has left.
Take the kid.
All right. And then what she has to do is leave him completely high and dry. Yeah, you're right. No kid.
It's not safe for the kid to be around him.
Push this guy to the brink because every answer he has for everything is, I'm going to go get fucked up.
What's the difference between legal separation and divorce? What's the difference?
Legal separation, there's just it's an acknowledgement of certain availability. It's hard to explain. It grants you some freedom from the marriage, but it's not full on divorce in the law's eyes.
That doesn't seem worth it in this situation. I don't know why you don't just divorce.
Baza with a very funny line. He goes, hi, I'm Bam's marriage, and this is Jackass. Yes. They're saying Bam or Andy Dick, who goes first?
Boy,
Bam.
I think Bam. We got a Deadpool going here.
I think it's Bam Margera. The wife has tried for years to make things work. Nicole Boyd filed separation papers Wednesday in L.A., citing irreconcilable differences as the reason for the breakdown in her marriage with Bam. That's funny because there must not be a square that says my husband's a deadbeat junkie. Because that would be the one to check.
I don't know how you stick around for this.
How do you not see that this guy's fucked up in every picture he's in? This is just a greasy, strung out addict. This is from May of last year. So this is about 8 or 9 months ago.
Yeah.
He's fucked up at Disney. He's fucked up at Disney World with his kid. Get out of there.
There's got to be something off about her too to want to be with him at any point in their life, but
I'm sure at some point she loved
involved.
him.
Yeah.
The two have a 5-year-old son together. Nicole's asking for both legal and physical custody, but will allow for Bam to get supervised visitation as long as he foots the bill and it happens in L.A. County. Nicole is also asking the court to award her spousal support. Normally I would say, oh, God, she's just trying to get money out of him. But no, this woman's been put through hell. She's earned it.
Yeah, I agree. She's definitely taken lashings on this one.
She's been a trooper. She's been married to this motherfucker for almost 10 years.
And like we said, still for some reason hasn't divorced him.
Yeah. She lists the date of their separation as September of 2021. She's now just getting it legally recognized. TMZ broke the story. Nicole filed. Oh, okay. So that's what the separation does. It's not a divorce, but it can set up custody and shit like that.
But can't you do that with divorce? Obviously.
God help her. She doesn't want to, I guess.
What, you just love him that much?
I suppose.
I don't know.
You women, you can always fix them.
I have
no
always
fixing.
hated that mentality because you know what? By God, it never works.
There ain't no fixing this guy. Like he's got it. Like I said, he's got to be pushed to the brink of death. He's got to be pushed to nearly the end. And then if he survives that, then great. If he survives it, then he can come back. If not, it was just meant to be.
I don't think Bam Margera survives that stress test, though.
I don't either. I don't think he's long for the world.
That type of thing for somebody that's that far gone, I think pushes you over the edge.
Yeah. And I'm already getting frustrated when I put this up later. It's just because I moderate all the comments and I like them to let people know I've read them. Mm-hmm. It's just listening to the Bam simps. It's like, dude, it's kind of like the people who wanted Britney Spears to be free of her conservatorship. And like a year after that, we're going, oh, well, there's obviously a reason there was a conservatorship.
She's lost her mind.
She's insane, and she would have died a long time ago had somebody not stepped in and took all her money from her and her decision-making from her. Same thing with Bam Margera. All these simps and all these people who are like, Bam's okay, it's just because of Ryan Dunn's death. I'm sorry, no more kid gloves. Your friend died a long fucking time ago. Get over it. Life moves in one direction, forward. All right? Your friend's dead. He's not coming back, okay? Maybe for the first 6 months, you get a little tailspin, you get a little bender. All right, now it's time to live your life. Your friend's dead. He died in a fucking car wreck or whatever it is. He ain't coming back.
Most humans that have friends die, like, sure, it'll carry with you for life, but you get sad about it now and then. You don't let yourself, like, slip into, like, a total slump just because your friend died.
And again, I'll give you, like, 6 months. Okay, he had a rough time. He was a really good friend. But not, 10 years later. I've had it with him.
10
He
years
pisses
later.
me off. This is what pisses me off about addicts is they get so much sympathy and they fucking deserve none of it. They don't deserve any of the sympathy forgive me for being Eastern for a moment, but it's like the idea of chi breaths, that you have only so many chi breaths before your life force expires. If that's a thing, you're going to waste them on fucking Bam Margera. You know how many other people are worthy of that attention and that forgiveness and the energy that you're giving this total piece of shit who knows what he's doing is wrong, who knows what he's doing has cost him millions of dollars and now his family. If he doesn't get better, fuck him. I mean, honestly, we coddle addicts so much now, and it doesn't help. Addicts don't get better because we coddle them. Addicts get better because we make them put all their chips into the middle of the table. And the ones that are supposed to make it, they're going to make it. The ones who aren't, them's the breaks.
The biggest problem for me with addicts, besides all the sympathy they get for no good reason, is that they're not only destroying themselves, but they destroy other people's lives around them that cared about them.
Right.
And they do for a long time until the people around them stop allowing that.
And also, we are not talking about the lovely and talented Royce Lopez, who we do hope he gets the help he deserves and the help he needs for his alcohol problem. And I think he's going to come back from this stronger.
I think he has enough support behind him.
Really do.
He'll make it.
$5 from Semper Reloaded says, while Royce is off to rehab, we got the pretty co-host in exchange. Nice. I'm sorry, this is not ROTC. I apologize.
You are pretty today.
Thank you. Balls Deep with $7 says, I'm saving all y'all. Oh, well, thank you, Balls Deep. That's very nice. So she's leaving. She's
taking the kid.
She's taking the kid. She's going to get money out of him, the whole deal, because honestly, I don't know what judge wouldn't award her everything she wants. She's been a fucking saint through this whole thing. The TMZ broke the story. Nicole filed legal documents back in September 2021. However, at the time, she didn't file divorce documents. Things have been anything but smooth for Bam in the last few years, with very public battles with substance abuse. Most recently, his friend and Jackass co-star Steve-O said he's afraid Bam is going to die. And, here's one thing you can never forgive Bam Margera for. And I don't think that this is going to be the case. But what if all this stress, because Steve-O is a really good human being who gives a shit about people and is loyal to his friends, but he's got his sobriety to think about.
Yes, he does.
And I don't care how many years he's been clean. Like it can fuck you up.
Recovering drug addicts should not be trying to pull other drug addicts out of their situation.
Some of them can, some of them do, but they have to be people who want help. And Bam doesn't. He brought him with him. He brought him on tour with him because he thought he could keep him clean. And you want to grab Steve-O by the shoulders and shake him and go, this motherfucker is not your responsibility. You don't have to do this. Now, what if Bam Margera dies and fucking Steve-O thinks that, oh, what could I have done? What could I have done? He tortures himself, and it leads him down a terrible path.
That's what I'm saying about people in the surrounding area of the drug addict. It's like bad things happen, and then the entire circle that was around you wondered, what could we have done to change the outcome here?
Yeah.
And you couldn't have done anything.
Steven Medvedev says, love Royce, but he's too far gone into alcoholism, sadly, but I'll never give up on him. You know what? Maybe if there's Daywave Radio this morning before we leave today, maybe we all go send Royce well wishes in his recovery.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Sure.
Maybe we'll send you guys the link a little bit later on, and you can just say Steel Toe is praying for you, Steel Toe is looking out for you, and we just want to make sure that you're going to be okay and you get the help you deserve.